Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to this video for first year life skills. And in this video, we're going to learn how to model the Lego block. Now, the majority of you will have already modeled the block, all right, have made some progress. Now, the format you followed in was you gave the Lego block and the name. And so when you open up SolidWorks, okay, I'm going to show you here. In one moment, I'm going to show you how to open your file. I'm just going to go through the lesson objectives first. So this is the Lego block part 1, and the learning names are how to open SolidWorks, how to select a plane, something to draw on, how to draw a rectangle, how to make a solid, how to change a color, or how to make it an object hollow in SolidWorks. So first of all, to learn how to open SolidWorks, okay, so on my desktop, okay, you select this one here, SolidWorks. Now, it doesn't matter if it says 2015, 2016, or 2017. Key things to note, you don't hit the red cube with the white dots, or you don't hit the red cube with the lightning bolt, or this one here. You click that one. Now, so what I would do now if I was you is I'd pause the video for a moment and just have a look at how it's working. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you now here is how to open the video for, or sorry, not video. I'm going to show you how to open the most recent file. Now, I'm just going to save this file here to show you as an example. So you don't do exactly what I'm doing now. I'll tell you when to start again. So this is how you guys saved it, okay? Lego block with your name. Right, so I'm going to say Mr. Com. Now you remember, you don't need to do this right now. Okay, now, so the easiest way is to click this drop down arrow and browse recent documents, and you should see if it's there, Lego block with with your name. But if there's been other students on the computer and there's loads of other files and you can't find yours, go open the folder, go to in this tab here, click desktop because that's where it is, and double click the one with your name. So to open the recent one. Now, what you're going to see me doing is, so I'm just going to press cancel, you press open. What you're going to see me is getting up to the place where everybody was at in class. I believe, as I recall, that everybody was at this stage here. They had all drawn this in. Okay, so I'm going to start from scratch. So okay, so I'm going to just get ready here. So I'm going to create, click new, press part. You guys don't have to do this now. I'm just bringing you slowly back up to speed. So I'm going to show you step 1 here, sketching. You start by sketching the shape. You add relations if necessary. You add the dimensions and close the sketch if necessary. So I've opened my new part. I'm going to press save. Now remember, if you had the red block made, you don't have to do this. You just have to watch because I'm getting the class back up to speed and for those who weren't in. So I'm going to say Lego block. Okay. I'm just going to call it TG teacher, Mr. Connell, to make it easier to distinguish between the two files. You don't have the same name or you won't be able to remember which one it is. And I'll press save. Now, so first I'm going to teach you here now is how to select a plane. So a plane is something you have to draw on. Think of a pen being moved in the air. The pen can't draw in midair. It actually has to hit a surface to start drawing. That's what this sketch button is like. It's like a pen drawing, and it has to hit something, a surface to start, or a piece of paper, a table, a wall, all right, to sketch on. Okay, it can't sketch in midair. Only that tab can. Okay, so I'm going to select the top plane because I'm going to sketch the Lego block what it's looking like from down from the top. And I press Control and A. Now I'm going to select the rectangle tool, and this here is center rectangle. So I'm going to hit the drop down arrow and select corner rectangle. And I'm just going to, you guys don't do this at the moment, but I'm just going to go excuse me, I'm going to add in, or sorry, rather make the buttons bigger make it easier for you to see. See the way I make the buttons bigger so it's easier for you guys to see. Okay, and I just have to wait for that to go through there. All right, so I have my corner rectangle on. I'm going to click the red dot here now. I'm going to zoom in with the rolly button on my mouse, and look, the pencil has to be on the red dot, and I'm going to move my mouse down to the bottom right. Okay, and I'm going to then click OK. Common problems will be students will start a little bit above there, and they'll start hitting their mouse rapidly, and they won't know how to get rid of them all. The easiest way is just to highlight the undo button, undo, undo, undo. Or if they have to start again, hold your mouse down at the bottom right, hold down the left click button, and you can highlight the whole object and press delete. Now, so we've sketched in the shape. All right, we're learning good sketching here. We've learned how to draw a rectangle. We've learned the plane, how to select the plane. We selected the top plane in the 3D graphics area. And now we're going to check to see if we have to add in relations if necessary. So these are the little green boxes here you see. All right, and they're there. They're already done. So the relations here in this case are automatically added. Let me show you an instance. I'm going to click that box and press delete where some relations need to be added. So see the way the blue rectangle is out here in the middle and I want it to be on the red dot. So I click the dot here, hold down control, click the red dot. I've got to wait for it to come up orange. And I'm going to press coincident. That means they're together. And that's that part done. Right, now the third step in good sketching is to add dimensions. And the dimensions we're going to add are going to be 110 by 60. 110 by 60. Now, how do we add dimensions? We use this command here called Smart Dimension. So I click this command, Smart Dimension. Now slowly highlight the line you want until it goes orange. This is the line I want here. I click it, I move my mouse to the left, and I type in 60 here. And I press enter or the green tick button. Now, finally, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to click the line here, move my mouse upwards, click it, and press 110. All right, now it doesn't matter if your computer didn't show the gray area here. That doesn't matter. It just means you have an older version. Now I'm going to show you here quickly some common mistakes happens to students, right? So what might happen to a student, okay, is that they they accidentally click a dot and now nothing's happening for them here. Nothing's happening and they don't know why. Something's gone blue, but they just can't put in the measurements. Just press the escape button and it gets you back there. Now, normally we close the sketch if necessary. All right, so to close the sketch, all right, we're going to press exit sketch. Now, just so you know, I've just done my sketch here and note the color should be black. Black lines means it's fully defined, right? The sketch is done. So I'm going to press exit sketch. And when I exit a sketch, it turns gray. Now, press Control and 7 to make it 3D. Control and 7. And now we're going to learn how to make something solid. So we're on step 2. We're going to find the Features tab and select the appropriate command to make the rectangle solid. So if I go Features, extruded boss base, and it says select a plane on which to sketch the feature cross section or use an existing sketch for the feature. So I highlight my rectangle here, wait until the line goes orange. I click that. Now, under here is the end condition, right? If I hit the drop down arrows, there's loads of several ones. Blind means I can add in a distance. So think to yourself, what does blind mean in this? It means you can add in a distance. So know the appropriate end condition. Here it is blind here. And the appropriate command is extruded boss base. All right, that one there, which says boss extrude here. So an extruded boss base, all right, makes a sketch into a solid, and I can do it in one or two directions. I can go up and down, up or down. So I can do it in one direction only. It can do it in two directions as well. So it can either go up or down or go up and down. Now under this number here, we're going to type 40. That's the height of our rectangle button, our Lego block body. Now, as I recall, all of you are at this stage. So this is where the majority of you begin. So I'm going to save my work here. Now, I want to click this, press F2, and I'm going to rename this body of Lego block. It's great practice to rename this little design tree, or the feature manager design tree along here, because all after loads of commands you use, all these buttons here are very difficult to understand, particularly when you have loads of one button. You need to get used to which ones are which. Click this arrow here. It could be a plus in some computers. Click the word sketch and press F2. Doesn't matter on a different computer if that symbol is different. Okay, and we're going to rename that rectangle. Now, the next command, or the next part we're going to do, is we're going to learn how to make the little cylinders. So, I'm going to highlight this face, so wait until it goes orange, click it, press Control and 8, and now I'm going to go sketch, sketch, I'm going to go circle. So I'm back to learning different sketches here. Sketch the shape, add the relations if necessary. I'll explain what a relation is and add the dimensions and close the sketch, for example, exit the sketch if necessary. So I've got my circle tool selected. I'm going to draw a circle somewhere in the blue or somewhere in the rectangle. One circle. I'm going to highlight upwards. One circle there. So that's me sketching the shape. Now I'm going to add in the relations. Relations is a word short for relationships. So for example, I'll show you here. I'm going to click this circle here. I'm going to hold down the button control and click this circle here. Now, here's an example of relations here. That's a quick way to get them. Add relations here. Look, I want these two circles to be the same size. So I'm going to press equal. Okay, and then I'm going to click OK. So no matter what size those circles are, the other one is always the same size. Okay, the other one is always the same size. That's the relationship of equal. That's what it does. So it saves you work. Now the second relation I'm going to do is put these in line. So I'm going to click this dot here. Hold down control. I'm going to click that dot there and press make vertical here, or you can go over here and press make vertical. That's a second relation. The computer now knows that the two circles must be in line with each other. And I'm going to click OK. Now, I now need to add dimensions in because I want the sketches, the circles to be black. So I'm going to click Smart Dimension. I'm going to click this dot, move up to this line. I'm going to type in 12. And now I'm going to click the dot again. And see the way that's I don't want that. Press escape and press escape again. See the way that's gone from light blue to black. Smart Dimension. And I'm going to click this blue dot and this blue dot here. And I'm going to type in 12. So you click the number once. Now look what happened to the bottom circle. It moved in line. So now I'm going to click this dot and this one here. And also I'm going to type in 12. So move the number out, click the number, type in 12. Finally, I'm going to give the circle a measurement. So highlight the circle until the orange goes orange. I'm going to move out here and I'm going to type in, I was going to say 24, but that'll be way too big. So I'm going to say 20. So I've given that a size of, no, it's not, no, I wanted 18. So just double click on the number and press 18. Now notice the way the circles have gone black, right? That's the way you want it. Now I'm going to click OK and close the sketch, so aka exit sketch. That's there or there. I'm going to exit the sketch and now I'm going to make those into a solid feature. Okay, like here. So can you remember the command that makes them into a solid? So I'm going to go features, extruded boss base, and it says draw a sketch or select a sketch. So I'm going to click this one here and this one here. Oh, this is being cheeky now. I'm going to click this, hold down control, click this, and press extruded boss base. Okay, and that does the two of them. So I clicked one there when it was grey, held down the control button, and clicked the second one. Now, we're going to type in 6 here. Okay, 6. And we're going to leave merge result on. So merge result means it joins to this one here. I'm going to click OK. Right, now save your work and you guys should do all that. Don't go on any further in the video until you have that done. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video for a little bit. I'm going to wait a bit for you to do that. So you should pause the video now, do it, and then move on. Okay, so in the video, I'm ready to move on. So what I want to do is now multiply these parts here. So to multiply the parts, I'm going to go linear pattern. What linear pattern does is it multiplies the number of parts in a specified direction. So look here under direction 1. I need to select an edge. So I'm going to select an edge here. So these guys here are going to be multiplied in this direction towards the right. So I'm going to click 4. All right, so there's going to be 4 sets of these multiplied. Now I'm going to hit the up arrow there. So direction 2 is turned off. But look here, under features and faces, I've got to select these here. So I click the 2 of them there. Now, they're beginning to be done there, but we have to add space to them. So I'm just going to do it 20. Okay, 25. 25 is good enough for me. All right. So type 20. No, I'm not happy with 25. 26. 28. 28 is what I want. Okay, so I've typed in 28 and I'm going to press OK. Look, see the interlocking teeth there. See the way they're being put in? So I'm going to click this, press F2, type in cylindrical teeth, and I'm going to type in multiplication of teeth. So think to yourself, oh, I'm going to X out of that. You click the thing and press F2. So multiplication of teeth. So think to yourself, all right? Think to yourself, what command, all right, made these two circles into cylinders? What was it? Think. Extruded boss base. And what command multiplied these teeth? Was linear pattern. For a linear pattern, you need to select an edge or a direction which you go upon. Right, that's what you need. You need to select what parts, for example, features these two cylindrical teeth do you want to multiply. You need to multiply or specify the number of them and the gaps between them. So save your work and do that up to there yourselves. Now, so we're on part 4. We're going to add in the details here, all right, the interlocking details and the little smoothed parts at the end. So I'm going to go to this command here called shell. So shell removes material from a solid body to create a thin-walled feature. So what that does is it basically makes it a hollow. So I'm going to click the shell button and I got to be selected on this one here. This is what you call it, faces to remove. And this one here will be multi-faces, right? So if I click this one and press 2, which is what you're going to do, so you click it, press 2 and press OK. That's what it does there. Now this part here, you guys, you save your work and don't do what I'm about to show you. All right, I just want to show you the difference here. So I'm just going to open up this command again. So you just have to bear with me for a moment, and apologies about any background noise. I'm going to click edit feature and I'm going to just click clear selection. Now again, you don't need to do that. And if I just press this one here, multi-face thickness, or sorry, not clear selection. Yeah, multi-face thickness. I'm just going to change that value. And I'm going to press OK. I guarantee it won't do it. So I'm just going to briefly pause the video to wait for my computer to implement the command. So my computer has implemented the command, but look here, it's the inside is hollow, but there's still a bottom. Okay, and you don't want that. So I'm gonna press X there. I'm gonna press delete there. You again don't need to do that. And I'm gonna edit my feature. Again, you don't need to do that. So for me, it's just going to be, I'm just going to go back to the start there. I'll pause the video again and get us back up to speed. Now, so we're back up to speed, and it's just come to my attention that some students mightn't be sure how to roll the object about. Hold down the rolly button of your mouse, the scroll wheel, and spin. That's what gets you there. Now, you should rename this. Click it, press F2, and rename it to hollow. Okay, now, so what we're going to do now is sketch or make these two parts here, the interlocking teeth. So what you should do, you should get up until here. All right, you should do all that, do the shell until you're ready to move on to the next part. So I'll save my work. Oh, I save my work here. And I'm going to click this underneath face. You have to hold down the rolly button on your mouse and scroll it around so you can highlight it. And press Control 8. And now we're going to go sketch this button here. And I click it again there. Select the face. So we select this one here. Click it. And now we're going to go to the line tool and select the line arrow. So I'm going to hit the drop down arrow under line and select center line. Now highlight the circle and snap on to the center there. And drag the center look, highlight the circle until it goes orange and snap the little cross there. And you click once. Now double click the mouse to turn it off. Double click the mouse to turn it off. Now we're going again here. So we highlight it here, click the mouse here, and we're going to double click there. Oh, I'll do it again. Click there, highlight there, and double click over here. Highlight the orange circle, match the center, click once, down to the cross there, click once, and then double click. Click once, move down here, click once, move out to the bottom, somewhere out the bottom area, double click to turn it off, and press save. So press save. Now, what we're going to do is select the point tool, or point, just snap on there. Once it goes orange, the orange dot there, snap on there when you get the orange tool. Now we're going to select circle, and we're going to highlight the circle just until we click there. Just until we click there. Now we're going to do another circle. And click OK. So we have to add in relations. We've sketched the shape and we have to add in relations. So I click the circle, wait for it to go orange, click it, hold down Control, and wait for this one to go orange, and click it. Now select Make Tangent. So what tangent means is that they touch at one point only. And notice the way it's turned black. There's already a measurement in there. The computer knows that measurement. It knows it. And look, if I try to put in the measurement, so I use Smart Dimension and click it, it goes yellow. Yellow means you're doing too much work. The computer knows already the size of it. Now, I'm also going to go click this one here, this circle, hold down Control, click this one, and I'm going to select Make Tangent. So a tangent means they touch, the two circles touch at one point only. They cannot touch at any more points. They cannot touch at any more points. And now I'm just going to go click. I just want to check something here. Click, hold down Control, click that, Make Tangent, and all good. Yeah, all good. All right, we're now going to go to this very useful tool. We got to do the little inner walls. All right, so we'll go to it now shortly. Excuse the mix up there in my language. Just check the time on this video. Go Features, Extruded Boss Base, and type in 38 and make sure merge result is on, I believe. Now, why did I pick 38? Can you figure out why is it 38 and 40? What is the wall thickness in the last shell command we used? What size did we make it? We made it 2. So this is 40 minus 2 is 38. So that's, I needed to be 38 to get level with that edge. So I'm going to click OK there. And I'm going to click this. And I'm going to press F2. And I'm going to say underline interlocking teeth. And now I'm going to save the work. And I'm going to press the shell command again to make it a hollow. So we've got to click this face and this face, and I'm going to select 2 again. And there we go there. Alright, so I want to save my work, and I suggest you guys do all the way up to there. Alright, you guys do all the way up to there. So I'll just check the video, so stop and do it all the way up to there. Now we're going to add in the chamfers. Okay, so chamfers are essentially, okay, these, I'll get them up for you now. They're these little slants here. So what they're in. They can be, you see them on tables and on Lego. They can make it easier to put the Lego together. And they can also take away smooth and sharp edges to make them safer. So I'm going to add in the chamfers here. So here is the chamfer command. You have to drop the arrow underneath fillet and select chamfer. Or if you're struggling to get there, right, I'm going to show you an alternative way to get in there. If I can, God, I have to think now. How do I get back to the small buttons? I can't think. Well, so I can't show you that way. I was going to show you an easy way to get in. Just hit the drop down arrow under the word fillet and select chamfer. Right, click this edge, click this edge, click this one, click this one. And if there's any of them when you do them, if there's any of them not right, or you missed one of them, I'll show you how to get them back. So you click each of the top circles here. Be careful it's not the bottom circle or an inside circle, it's the top one. So I'm going to click them as I go through. And now I'm going to just zoom back over here. Oh shucks. Well, that's new. So underneath here, I have to type in 0.5. Okay, 0.5 for them to be big enough. And I'm going to click OK. See the way it's done it there now. Now, if you're missing one, okay, so say for example you missed this one here, just highlight down underneath your design tree, right click on edit feature, select this box, and then select the one you're missing. Okay, click it and it'll do it. Now, we have to click this part here, press F2, underline hollow, and now I'm going to click this one here. I'm going to press safety chamfer. And also, I'm going to click this arrow here, or plus for some people. Oh, I'm going to rename this. I'm going to click sketch and press F2. And I'm going to call it underline circles. And now under cylindrical teeth, I'm going to click it. Click that there. Press F2 and type in circles. Now, save your work. And we're going to add in the color. So we've only like 5 minutes left. So to add in the color, I'm just going to go edit appearance. And leave it at the default there. And we're going to select red and click OK. Now you do all that work and save for me. All right. And now I'm going to go through the recap. So you should have everything done here before you listen to the recap here. So the recap here. What color should the sketches be when you finish them? So not when you close them, but just when you've added all the dimensions. So what color should they be? Can we remember? And the answer is they should be black. All right, look, you don't have to do that part there. See the way they're black there. Black sketches mean they're fully defined. The sketch cannot be moved. All right, that's what I want. I don't want to be able to move the sketch. So sketches should be black when you're finished, and when you exit them, they'll go gray. What command do you use to give a sketch a dimension? So think carefully. What command do you use to give a sketch a dimension? Okay, and the answer to the question is smart dimension. Look, smart dimension, click it, click the number, and add it in. See the way it goes cancel there? That's because I already have 110 in. But smart dimension is the answer. Now, what command makes a sketch into a solid object, if we can remember? And the answer is we go to features and extruded boss base. That's the answer. What command can multiply parts? So let's try and remember what command did we use to multiply them to interlocking cylindrical teeth? And the answer was linear pattern. Linear pattern patterns features faces and bodies in one or two linear directions. So the word linear is short for line. Okay, it's a geometric word, a complex word for line. The word pattern, all right, if I have a pattern of squares, pattern means there's more than one square. All right, or a pattern of squares is suggesting there's several numbers of them. So that's what the word pattern means. Now, that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye. And as always, any questions, just ask me.